Rudy, thanks for coming back in, bud. I did see your message. Say, Princess, thanks. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, yeah. Happy Friday. Straight up. I keep going live, and then I get kicked off the stream. It's so weird. It's happened twice tonight. Northern, thanks for coming back in, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you, Northern. I'm actually going to be putting together, I think next month or something. Something like that. A member giveaway. Alright, so we're back to the same jig we were tying before. It's clear now. Yeah, Rudy, I don't know if we zoom in now and then it won't be clear. Not too sure. Thanks for the likes, guys. 5 likes already. 6 people here. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Bob, what's up? Thanks for coming in, dude. How you doing? We tied a few jigs tonight so far. I know this live just started, but we keep getting, like I was saying, we keep getting kicked off the stream. Good, good. Oh, your birthday is next week? Okay. Happy birthday. We're going to zoom into this jig just so we can see how we're tying it. I believe Garden mentioned some purple, so this is kind of what we were tying when the last stream we got kicked off of. Thanks for coming in. You're making dinner, are you? Nice. I just had, after I got kicked off my last stream there, I had some potato wedges quickly before I pop back on here. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Princess. Okay, that's not right. It shouldn't be happening that way. Okay. Let's do something wild and crazy here. I'm gonna go this way here. See if I can get all of that to kind of stand up a little more than I do now. What did I do? And that's bucktail we're using there. We started off with one feather, some flash boo, and then going with some purple bucktail now. We're still gonna make it like a bug jig, I guess. Oh, I guess. Alright. Yeah, I think when we zoom in, we lose a bit of couple wraps. Let's push some of that down and around here so we get like an even spread if possible. And then I'll put a little more here on my side, and that should be good. Should be. I appreciate everyone stopping in, taking time out of their day to come say what's up and hang out here. I know my channel hasn't been as active as I'd want it to be. Just work and family, and then the season. It's tough to, we've gotten the ice now. But like to go fishing after work, ice fishing, it's tough. So I only have Sundays. But I hope this Sunday to get out, get some content, catch some fish, hopefully. We'll see. I don't know, because I thought was going to get out before and I didn't, so. But I'm definitely due, and even if I can just get 4 good ice fishing days until I'm fishing open water again, I'm fine with that. We can make do with that. Alright. So that's pretty even. This one's not glow in the dark. Yeah, for sure, Rudy. Winter time. Good to. Yeah. Yeah, I was back. It happened again after the last time I got conked out. It's the 3rd live. I don't know why. Maybe we should zoom out a bit. I know we want to see the jig, but maybe that's what it is. I'm zoomed in, but it's happened when I've been fishing before too. So I think even the last time I fished live, the stream ended because I got conked out of it, more or less. Alright, so oh, for sure it is. We got purple on there. Not putting any blue on there. Just for craps and giggles, having a look at. Yeah, no blue. Oh yeah, Steel City. It's already the end of January. So February's a fairly short month. So, and there is some ice now if you can get out. There's some ice fishing. But yeah, no, I'm guessing there's going to be ice to fish all of February. I don't know if you'd agree on that. By the forecast, it's looking like that's the case. But the forecast can change, but there's some good ice out there. Four weeks is going to fly by pretty quick, if you ask me. We got a little bit of white on there. Yeah, I should have gone longer with that white. I don't know. Bobby Joe, how's it going? Good to see you. Monday's Groundhog Day, yeah. No, I mean, now that we got the ice, I know I can only get out Sundays for like... Oh, actually, that's not true. Family Day weekend, I have Saturday available. And the Monday and the Sunday. Technically, my lady said it's kind of... I'm clear to fish those days if I wanted to. Just because, like I say, winter is going to be gone eventually. And we do have some ice now. I don't think I'm going to travel north at all, though, this winter. I got ice down here. That's it. So I don't know if it's like not supporting local, but I'm not going to get out much. I know that. I know that. Okay, we got to make the other side look identical to this side. That's looking pretty good, though. The purple, the little bit of white. I don't know if you guys see what I'm up to there, but that's a pretty unique little bucktail tiny jig. And that's pretty much what it all is, besides one feather, some flash boo, and the rest is bucktail. I think it's looking pretty cool for a mini bucktail jig. Now those colors work good. I know someone who said purple is well, anything dark, but purple is one of their, as in the dark, and then whatever. I think this jig will work. I saw someone measure, if you go on Facebook and you go to Jimmy Riggin, his Facebook page, that's the operator. My first time I ever ice fished was out of one of his huts. That's how I got into it. I got one for me and my buddy to go to, which my buddies was trying to get a Jimmy hut for. I didn't for yesterday, but I didn't message him last night to see if he ended up going. It's not like he sent me fish pictures or anything. I don't know how hot the bite's been by the looks of. I didn't look today, but that's this jig. It's done. That's this jig. That's it. I like it too. Like, that is a nice bucktail little mini jig. It's what are these ones? Where's the box to? Yeah, so they're not glow in the dark. They're 3D holographic eyes. They're 1/16 of an ounce. That's a small. My baby finger. I like it. I like it. I like that bucktail. I don't know what you guys think of it. Yeah, for sure. Lots of ice. No, on Lake Erie, on the bay there, I saw the guy, he measured 15 inches of ice in one spot. This shallow Lake Erie Bay. All of Lake Erie is froze over, technically. I'm not saying you can walk on it and fish the whole lake or anything, but technically, and you know, it's only been 4 times that lake is fully frozen over before, like in the past. 4 times since they've been recording it, or whatever. I think 1995 before this year. 1960 something maybe, I think it was. And then I don't know what the year was before. You'd think though, you know, in early 1900s or whatever, it froze over every year, but apparently not. Yeah, you like that jig? Yeah, we'll get a close-up on it in a minute. You're near... Okay, what's up, Will? Vincent. welcome in. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, when they cut those blocks, they could just scoop fish out of the holes, apparently, too. I don't know if the fish would just come to the holes. They could pitchfork fish out of the holes from cutting the ice blocks, apparently, way back in the day. Which means I'm not going to catch a burbot because I'm not going to head north this winter, I don't think, for fishing. We'll see, I say that now, but that means no winter burbot for me, but that's fine. Again, we'll see what happens, but for hardening, this stuff, where is it? We just used it not long ago here. This shore fishing head cement. My tackle shop carries it, so it seems to work good. I really like it. I've been in a pinch where I lost this bottle, and ended up using like the nail polish, clear nail polish stuff or whatever. But it didn't seem to work. Like, I love the way this head cement works. Like, it turns my thread into like one, almost like you dip it in plastic, kind of. Oh, I bet. Yeah. I got a message held for review. Message held for review, eh? Isn't that something? Okay, there we go. Mint jig, guys, perfect. I wonder why that won't show up on my laptop, but it shows up on the phone. Let me see what that says. Oh, okay. YouTube didn't like the way that was worded for whatever reason. Yeah, and then it leaves like this stuff here when it dries, it leaves like a nice little gloss on it. And literally, I put it on a couple of times and then it just let her dry up nice. And man, it makes that whole, it makes everything one. Like, it's just, I love the stuff. Oh, it's type of nail polish, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty cool jig. We'll take a close-up to it. Whatever. It's pink. There is purple in there. It'll look different when it hits the water, as we know. I'm pretty happy with that little bucktail. And that is a small jig. right? Yeah, welcome in there, Philip. We'll tie another one. These are the other ones we tied tonight, besides one. One of them I tied the other night. We'll add this one to the pile, and then what were we gonna do with that one? I don't know, we'll figure something out for this one. No jigs the same, of course. Bob, I'll go out. I'll be going out Sunday. It's for sure 100%. I'm gonna go fishing Sunday. Anyone in the area, in my area here, wants to meet me out there, they can. Bring your own hut, though. Of course, right? But there we go. I went solid on the bottom. Look at that nice, unique looking jig. Look at that thing. I'm happy with this little bucktail. So happy. Get the flash boo there. It's not glow in the dark. I think that's oops, that had cement. I put tons on there, so it's still a bit wet. Of course, that's how the fish is going to see it. Whoop, on the bottom. And a unique looking little tie, and I think you could toss that in any creek, and it just dragging along the bottom, whatever, or anywhere, dock, ice fishing, you name it. I think that's a decent jig. Yeah, because I think I'm just going to fish out of my small Rapala hut because I'm fishing solo. I'm going to drill 4 holes in it, maybe 5th, honestly. It's going to be pretty packed up. I'm not going to have a lot of room in there because I got underwater camera. I got the fish finder, or the Garmin. And then just all them holes, and then 2 fishing holes for me. And then in the small Rapala, it's like packed up tight, and I'm trying to get some content and stuff, right? When I'm out there. Some kind of solo mission in it, but if anybody wants to head out that way and meet me out there, I'll walk out with them, and you can even use my EV auger to drill your holes. Quick and easy. Not that I'm going to leave my hand auger, my Sweeborg at home. There's no way. Because, you know, what? Anything could happen where that EV auger doesn't perform. I'm sure it will perform fine, but you want to make sure that you have your backup. Okay, very cool. I'm in Ontario here, just across the border. Like I'm not far from Niagara Falls, so you're really not too far away. Massachusetts. Mostly everyone else in here. Steel City's local to where I'm at. Northern's in Ontario. Everybody else is stateside. I think that is in here right now. So it's always a mix of ordinarily U.S. to Canada side. Ordinarily here. Folks from worldwide do support the channel and are here now and then. A little more head cement because it was wet and I felt it all sticky when I was touching it. Hey, no worries. Right on, Bob. Yeah, no worries. We'll see. My lady put my two little ones to bed there. My daughter's there giving her a hard time. So, what's up there, dude? And one in Colorado. Yep, yep. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. 200 foot, I guess. It might be 200 feet. Oh, thanks, Rudy. It's I'm definitely happy. I'm better with the. I'm used to playing with like more or less the bucktails, like just the bucktail, like dyed bucktail hair. But I think that was a decent job on this one. It'll look different when it hits the water. The purple and other colors will probably come out a little more too when it hits the water. Thanks, Northern. Guys, my daughter will see here in a second. I mean, my spouse is with her. It's not a bedtime, right? And it's weekend. They're up later than normally, so overtired and everything else. Busy long week. For them at school and stuff, right? All right, well, there's that one. I think that one kind of unique looking. I guess I could have been a little more even on the white there, but it looks good. Nice. Oh, love it. Different colors. Somewhat. Probably. No, there probably is robots. Yeah, a robot available, maybe program or teach to fish, I would imagine. Or, yeah, teach to fish. I don't know how that works, eh? Because you'd think you'd have to program it, but to teach it, that would be more the, yeah, probably be to teach it. And it's programmed to be able to be taught things, probably, right? And that's pretty cool. Yeah, ATC. Yeah, I think, yeah, back again. Yeah, thanks again, ATC. Shout out to All Things Country, guys. Um, Very good fella. Might be interested in checking out his channel. Oops. Thank you, ATC. Thank you so much, brother. Much loved, ATC. Again, I hope everybody in the chat here now is simply type in, I know not everybody's blue, I guess, but easy to find. Even if you just type in All Things Country, he'll show up. Or All Things Country 74, like you see there. Yeah, yeah, right on, Rudy. Rudy, I can't wait to see you there on Sundays. I wish you had already been, and other times too. Not only Sundays. I caught his premiere the other night late after he was already. Actually, I got on there and then I got tied up and then I got. And I headed back afterwards. But by the time I headed back, it had ended. Yeah, yeah, right on ATC. Yeah, for sure. I get that. Thank you. All right, guys, what are we gonna do with this one? What do you guys think? Northern too. Do I see you over there? At ATC's. Uh, I'd imagine you're connected to ATC Northern. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Um, what are we gonna do with this one here, guys? We got, it's technically like a shade, dark gray. The top is kind of like a cream white with like a pink or red dot on the top. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah, for sure. Well, gonna say both of us. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. ATC. Anytime, I'm down. We can make it happen. In coming years, it'll be easier too for me to travel a little more. I think too myself. This year I've been doing a lot of catch up, kind of, or like, you know what I mean. Like, it's been whatever. Yeah, hopefully to be able to travel around more in the next coming seasons and years. But yeah, yeah, and it's just they let me get away as well. But say I had some time off work this past year, so kind of, catch up and put, you know, you get what I mean. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. ATC. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it sounds like a good fishing spot for you too. Yeah, that's super cool. What's up there, Jefferson? Thanks for coming in. How you doing? Everybody, Jefferson's in the house. Great dude. I don't know if you guys have met him here before or seen Jefferson here before, and that goes for you as well, Jefferson. Any of the folks in the chat. Um, you want to check out as well? I'm doing okay, Jefferson. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing great. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Click on Jefferson, guys. What's up there, Jackson Bennett? How you doing? Thanks for coming in, bud. All right. Let's zoom in on this, guys, okay? That's what we got going on with this one so far. Now we can turn this one into a partial bug jig if we want. We can tie a little bit of whatever, whatnot. Notice on this one, I didn't even put a feather out. Normally, every jig I tie, I throw a feather down the middle of it. This one, we didn't. Things are going good, Jefferson. We've had a lot of snow here recently. Winter's hit back the last few weeks. I've been working and then not getting fishing because I can ice fish now, right? So hopefully Sunday I'll do some ice fishing. Other than that, been just chilling out, family, busy with the family stuff, and um, just work pretty much. I don't even when did I go live last? Was it last weekend at some point, or was it earlier this week on Monday or something? I forget. Was it the Monday before? I don't know. Oh, really, ATC? Oh, you might be selling your house? So what, will you stay on the St. Lawrence? Is that what you mean? You're gonna move to stay on the St. You're gonna just move to where you manage a property. Oh, you live on the property that they offered you to manage? Yeah, everybody, check out Jefferson if it's easy for you to do that, and then he will connect back. 100%, he'll check out your channel. He's a real good dude. I don't know, does everybody know Jefferson? Oh, you know what? For some reason, ATC, I didn't read that first part. I didn't see the. Now I see it says the selling your house part. Yeah, that's interesting. There must be more to that. Like, I mean, obviously, there's a place you'd be moving to right on the St. Lawrence then to manage that property. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, nice, nice. I get it. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Okay. I see, I see. Oh, that's neat. That's a lot to think about and consider and stuff. That's pretty exciting. All right, what are we gonna do with this one? What are we gonna do? Well, my daughter's giving my spouse a hard time there. We'll see if she settles down there. No, not blue, I guess. All right. Come on. Josie, finally off the phone? Well, that's nice to talk to your grandpa for that long. My daughter's up and crying there. My spouse is taking care of it, but pardon me, guys. I apologize for that. It's going good. This is the third stream. I got kicked off the last two streams. Or yeah. For whatever reason. I don't know, should I be going purple again with this? How it's going? What else we got here? I mean, obviously we're not doing anything yellow or anything green on that jig. I held the blue to it. I don't think blue is a very good option. I mean, I do have black somewhere. Obviously red's not going to be an option. I wouldn't think. There's some foxtail. Dyed foxtail. Right. Interesting stuff, but like I say, I don't think, man, red jig. We do a red one, we do red and white. Really? Just restarting? Maybe purple Rudy again? Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just kicks me off, and then I can still have access and like chat in my stream. Anytime my phone's died when I've been live, I just usually go back in and go to start another live, and it'll say resume last live. What's up, King? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. It's going good. What have you been doing, King? Or a feather jig? You don't think you have? Well, I'm definitely putting together a little um, package for you, King, so you can try them out. A handle jig or a feather jig? Cool. This is what we got tonight going. You must have some good thick ice. King, it's been cold, eh? Imagine you're seeing like, you breaking any, oh, hand tied. You breaking any records, King, for cold temps? Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, are you? That's so cool. Nice. That's a lot of fun. Well, good on you. A shout out for you doing that, you know. That's awesome. Have you gotten out for any of those lake trout? I guess I would have got. Oh, yeah? Yeah, okay. Almost a full auger, eh? Yeah. Over 3 feet of ice. Yeah. Other day was coldest. Yeah. I think tonight's our. They're saying it's going to be our coldest night of the year, and I don't know if we're breaking a record or not, but. Um, Apparently tonight they're predicting to be our coldest night of the winter. Like minus 35. Like that's without the wind chill. Like good cold temps. Like without wind chill temps, I think we're dropping. I haven't looked at it myself. It says we're minus 11 here now, Celsius, so that's not too cold. So who knows? Which surprises me. I look at the temp now. It's 10:30. It's minus 11. How could we get down to minus 30 tonight? I don't know. I don't get it. Unless that's wind chill they're talking. But I don't think we're calling for wind. It's actually the winds are starting to calm down. It's been windy for a couple of weeks, kind of, right? Low minus 40s, yeah. There we go. So we pretty much just have that flash blue and the purple. And the purple, it kind of looks, it almost looks like a hair dye purple. You know what I mean by that? Like but it's dark colors. We got the darker jig head. I don't know whether we should just go white now as a crest over top, like as a short. Now you see how when I zoom in, I wonder if that stresses the stream, where it's like, and then YouTube or it just blanks me off it. Even though I've been fishing before and that's happened, and I don't think I was zoomed in, but I just saw my camera screen like going like this, trying to get a focus. On your outside thermometers, yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, that's how I'd have to properly check the temp, I think. Minus 25, eh? That's nice and cold. So that gives you ice. Yeah. We were in an orange warning this couple of days ago. Or I think we were in the orange warning for our last snowstorm on last Sunday there. I know I heard we were in the orange warning beginning of the week or whatever. I don't know if that was for the snow or the cold, but feels like minus 22 with the wind chill for you, northern. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I heard on the radio today that they were forecasting like today was going to be our coldest. I don't know. But minus 11's nothing compared to what it's been. Mind you, the floor's cold down here. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to run up there and toss my furnace on. I don't know. What do you guys think? A little white crusting? Which I think I'm going to do that. I just got to run up to my thermostat and crank it on a bit. Oh, I just heard movement. There, my lady just threw it on for me. Now that purple and the white. You got to think like shiner, any type of minnow. If I can just do a straight one piece of white on each side evenly, maybe. Above freezing for 2 days? Well, how it works is Chicago weather, I get 2 days later, in a sense. But it just depends on the jet stream probably for that situation maybe. But like if you guys get a storm, if Chicago gets a storm, it's on its way to usually cross right over top of me within like a day and a half or 2 days. Depending on, or a day and a half or whatever. So if I can look at Chicago's weather, I can see what my weather's going to be like ordinarily, storm-wise or whatever. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know, Rudy, they did, right? Yeah. You're probably pretty cold tonight, Rudy. Oh, pipe bursted. Water gushing all over the crawl space. Feel for you. Feel for you. It's snowing there now. Any one of the flies will work? Any one of these, you mean? Like these? Will work? They should. Fish are... I dropped one. I got one tied up to my one of my ice rods here. I was playing around with it in the aquarium, and it's even like the minnows wanted a piece of it. It's a fish's instinct, something bobbing around down there. Kind of like a, I mean, I'd say that, but I think even without tipping them with live bait or a maggot or anything, they will catch fish. Man. But so, like last winter, I tied tons of huge, big jigs. I gave lots away. It's just, I guess this year I wasn't in. I don't fish a lot of larger jigs, like just larger jigs in general. So I didn't use a lot of the other jigs I made kind of the last couple seasons playing around with making baits. Just because I mean, I have them to use, I give them away. Or whatnot. So that's why this year I just wanted to make smaller jigs like I'm making here, because I end up in the spots to be able to use them more. Kind of. I like throwing spinners, and I like fishing live bait, and what these things here I'm tying, they're like perfect for any docks, ice fishing, whatever. You can still catch big fish on them too. Doesn't mean you're. But I mean the creeks and the messing around I do a lot. These, I thought I'd use my own jigs better if they were small like this. Because I throw spinners, like I say, and then other baits and live bait. I like soaking baits and. So I'm just trying to make more of a size or more jigs that I'm actually gonna willing to use. And I think they're handy for anybody. If I gave them to anybody or whatever, I think they're pretty handy to have a little pack of these little baits, right? I mean, on film on this one, it doesn't look too hot, but looking at it here in person, like it does to me. See, but like a little minnow, more or less. It's kind of what that looks like. Pretty plain, really, but it's like, I don't know. I like it. I like it for a. And let's add a tiny bit more purple right on the very top of it, and that's it. And let's see if I can get the purple to kind of really stick up a bit. Let's see. Well, I know I can. I'll do something here in a second. Let's just see if naturally it will just. Okay. No, we'll just tie it up and that's it. That's fine the way it is there. Cinch this one a bit. Now I'm gonna have to singe that one, you know what I mean? Like these little tiny. I'll just give them a quick flash with a lighter or whatever. And I think it's like nature's way. A fish is kind of down there to eat anything that's foreign to it as well. Kind of idea, you know? Like, wait a minute, what is this? This isn't supposed to be here. Or whatever, I don't know. Or maybe they just look at it and say, yeah, it looks like food to me, and they eat it, right? But this thing ended up turning out to be pretty neat. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see how it finishes here. You should wonder, you know, you gotta try to think like a fish a little bit, I think, too. Hold on, we'll zoom back into that in a second here. Or I'll just hold it up close to the... David in the house. I am not. Because, David, I'm not really on... Is that on Facebook, or... If it's on Facebook, I don't do anything on there. I do have an account that I can check something out if I need to, but just don't go on there unless I want to quickly go to like for instance, I'll go on there to see what's going on for Fish Masters or whatever he's posted, or but quickly just I don't. Or like long points, try to get an idea of how the bite's been. If not, I just don't go on Facebook. Oh, come on. I guess so, yeah. It's different, eh? I guess you're right, dude. Good one, ATC. Yeah, you're right, eh? We'll get a close-up on it here in a minute. Just trying to get... I didn't get as close to nipping off that feather as I'd like to, but... Let's just knot it up and glue it up. It's pretty cool. I think a fish will... indulge, I think. Oh, is it? Okay. All right, thanks, David. I definitely... What's going on with my thing here? I definitely will be checking that out. That's cool. Because I prefer that stuff that's not on Facebook. Awesome. Pardon me for even assuming it was on Facebook. You should never assume, right? I know better than that. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I will do. That kind of different, weird looking kind of jig, but whatever, that's what it's all about. That's what I like about not needing to be professional at the jig tie-in or anything like that. Let me grab a lighter. I wanna hold this stuff back and give her a quick cinch. Then we'll have a look at the jig. Hang on. see, without ruining the jig. There we go. That worked. Alright. Definitely not much to see there by looking at it, I guess. Some might think, oh, like, I don't know what you guys think of, like, some, I guess that purple feather could have been a little better of a match, but maybe that wasn't needed to add that little. I guess when you look at it that way, it looks pretty cool. This is how a fish is going to be looking at it. And when it hits the water, it's probably going to look way different, especially because it's just bucktail. I don't know. Like, to me, I would rather that purple be matching, but unique, whatever. It's a jig. It's, yeah, like I was saying, it's nice to not, because I just do this for personal use, and if anything, I'm giving them away. It's not. Oh, what? Pardon me. Sorry about that, Bob. What size? These are 1/16 of an ounce. How do I say? I'll show you the package on them. That's these ones. You know. So they're VMC. The other ones I use, some of them other ones are these here, which these are their glow in the dark. And this is, again, 1/16 of an ounce jig, weight wise, but what size? These come out of a factory in the Philippines, guys. That's what it says on the back. These glow really good. But VMC, I know someone might think that's a bit pricey to buy these, and these are about, I think these were $12.99 for this pack. Canadian, so call that $8 US. That's not a bad deal. That some people get, but I don't like sell them, or that it's totally hobbying. It's some people would think that's a bit of an expensive way to tie jigs, but yeah, you're welcome. Bucktails. Have I ever made any bucktail? Well, this is all bucktail, but like larger bucktails. Made spinners too. Kind of a big hit. The spinners are. They worked well for me fishing with them, and anyone I show them to wants one. I gotta make some more of them, and I found my looping pliers. And upstairs I have gold tungsten beads that I ordered, so I could actually make more spinners. Do I have one spinner? You've seen them, haven't you, Bob? Yeah, for northern pike and muskie. Yeah. Last year I was making some big jigs. I know that might not be what you mean. You talking about spinners? I made one. I got one left. I can dig it out to show you. And then I got more supplies to make more, but so shout out to Len Thompson, right, for inventing the 5 of diamonds color scheme or whatever, but that's homemade. When I used it, it worked really, really well. Like really well. Like second cast ever on it. But I was already back up to where it's like 4 inches, 3 inches, 2 inches of water. But a pike had seen it from a good sized pike from across the way and down, and I started seeing like a wake, and it tried, and then but I ended up catching a few more casts later. I ended up hitting one, and yeah, this works really well. This glows in the dark, and you see how these are larger. It's almost buoyant. It almost and that's all tungsten beads, and then a red bead and another smaller red bead at the top, but the initial gold is tungsten, and obviously we tie the bucktail. It worked well. So the buoyancy, it slows it down, and it's like a slow, like it's spins nice. I'm really happy with this, for especially for certain depths of water. It will drop down in the column if you let it to, but with it wanting, with the buoyancy spinning, with it moving slow, it's great for, you know, your pikey, marshy, whatever, shallow water too. And it really got to be careful. Like the pike, it can really indulge it because it's a slower moving spinner in a sense, with full awesome action, so they can really just gulp it. And okay, if you're fishing for keeps, I like that, but I'm always releasing these pike and stuff I catch, so I think fishing this lure, I got to be extra careful, or I don't let them try to. But yeah, it is. It is. So again, I can't take any credit for that. I just bought the blades, bought the parts, and put them together, right? So I can't. It's there's another one I made year before. I had a fish on trolling with this. It goes really deep. It's got a lot of weight on it. I made this one as well, season or two before, or last season. I did have a fish on it, but it got off. But it's too heavy. Needs a bigger blade at that. And then this one here, the hook's not on there because I tied the bucktail on a shank. I bought some shanks, which I have lots of them here. And then there's because originally bait making, I just wanted to make spinners. I always wanted a vise to try to tie flies and stuff like that too, but I bought these spinner supplies years ago, kinda. I've just been buying kinda supplies to make them. And finally started making them. Ah, yeah, you're welcome, Bob. Thanks for hanging out and being part of the classic 5 of diamonds. Yeah, for sure. There's actually a yellow, it's the same, a yellow with the black diamond. I want to order some of them blades. Have you been ordering anything? Ordering stuff has been harder, kind of, depending on where it's coming from. But yeah, for sure, I agree, ATC. Bob, you know ATC? Must know ATC, right? All things country there in the chat. Good dude if you don't know him. Good channel as well. Yeah, we're all into the same kind of, we're all into the same stuff. Yeah. And then, been working on making these. Did we glue this one up? Or did I just singe it? And then I've been making these smaller double. I've given them away though. I got one in the makings here. We can continue making. Where is that? Or we can start from scratch and make one of those next here. Which one? Spoon shaped with the 2 diamond bead eyes. No, thanks, Rudy. It's a unique, different jig. We'll see what a bluegill thinks of it or something like that. We'll shove it in front of a fish and see if they bite it, hit it or not. We'll see what the fish think of it. Even off the dock or whatever. Who knows? I might end up giving this away. So I say we're gonna use them, but then I end up, giving them away, and then someone else can use them to try it out. I'll try to make it. No jig I make is the same, kinda. When I was making the big jigs, I don't know if you guys remember, I could make the same jig over and over again, kinda. But it seems these smaller ones, every jig ends up being uniquely different. But they add up quick. You start tying them, But is that the third one we tied tonight? 1, 2, 3, no, 4, fifth one? We tied 5 little jigs tonight. One was already tied, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, pretty cool. Whatever. It's super fun. It's so fun. It's crafting and hanging out. And you don't have to be a professional. And not everybody has to get into this to sell jigs or to anything. It's a hobby. So no matter what a jig, how it turns out or whatever, you think of how you're gonna do the next one and you have fun with it. That's my thing with the jigs. Not to make any money or to make any business off it or anything, or to be some kind of important jig tire. No, this is just like your grandma knitting a sweater. Any old grandma, A straight up spoon. Which one here? Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, if you think of it, let us know or do some Googling or. Oh. Straight up spoon. With the 2 bead eye, it's like I'm just trying to. Red diamond bead eyes. Yeah. No, you think I would have seen it before. But I'm trying to even just picture the bait ATC. To be completely honest, but I mean, old classic baits, I should know them all. So I think I just gotta see it, and then I still might not even remember the name of it. I'm sure I've seen the bait. Alright, so what are we gonna do here? You guys want to make a double blade spinner? Do I have lots of blades left for that? Yeah, we have a spare. We have a couple clasps. Those small double ones we use the gas rainbow kind of beads is what I was using for those ones. I know those. I'd have to go see my spouse on where my gold tugs. They ended up upstairs, and then one of my little ones ended up grabbing them. So my spouse cleaned them up, and they're up in the cupboard or something. So I'd have to go up to get those to make for us to make one of the larger spinners. But we tidy up from the tie-in of the bucktails away, and that's the trouble. If you got to take the time. put this stuff properly away. Or it gets all over the place and you get all disorganized. Like literally I got, see this pile here, I'm gonna put away. I keep all the feathers and flash boo in one spot, and then I keep all the bucktails together and a bit of chenille together with the bucktails. And then I have a drawer for like some hardware, like to tie in the spinners and stuff. Bucktail, feathers. Get those in here. It's kind of hard to stay organized with the fly tying stuff, and I think that's key, is to, in anything you do or have fun with or hobby, being organized is key. And I'm known to be organized, like at work and stuff, you know, like as a person that is OCD'd organized, but then in some areas I'm not. Like sometimes in the summertime when I'm fishing, I get off work, I go fishing, I got a few buckets, I'm throwing stuff back in the bucket, and I'm digging for a sinker because I know there's one in the bottom of the bucket instead of going into the package for them. But I could be so better organized, but I don't know, I guess because it's fishing and it's fishing on the fly, a lot of times I tell myself I could be more organized with fishing. But like, again, at work I am known to be organized, always. That's one feedback I got from like leadership. Always organized. It's always, you know, it's key. All right. Well, there's that stuff. Use this one for a put that in here. Yeah, we'll never stop fishing. Daredevil. No, I thought that the Daredevil is the red and white with like it's got red on the outside and then the white kind of shaves through the middle. Yeah, it's an older spoon. It's like as old as the Five of Diamonds. It sounds like the one must be even older than that. The other one he's referring to. All right, so let's go. Small bead down here on the bottom. There we go. And we're gonna, oh man, oh yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Small now. Need one of these. I've been using these, I don't know, I guess they're tungsten, but they're like little, I'm gonna say like skulls, but they're not. They're heads of some sort. It's kind of pretty neat. These other ice baits I'm gonna use on Sunday for sure. Do I have one here? I do. I'm going to throw a nice shiner on there and drop her down almost like my dead stick bait. The minnow's going to dance around off this. These all clank together and they make a noise, and they make other perch schools. Where I'm going, perch kind of just school around a big huge bait. If you can chatter them into you, they'll you know, that's the idea. We'll see how it works out though. I've never used them before. Actually, did I use them? No. No, I haven't used one yet. Yeah, thanks, Rudy. I appreciate you hanging out. Alright, so... Yeah, no, we never retire from fishing until physically we can't. It's kind of like that, right? Physically, one day we might not be able to fish, but we're going to fish until, I think if I ended up, I've seen memes and different posts. I mean, I'd be, as long as I can get out, even in a walker, I think I would attempt to fish, you know? I've seen that a couple of times where folks are literally, throw their hip waders on and they use a walker and they're still fishing, right? Which I think is amazing. And I think that's us. I think that's a lot of us are, you know, we're gonna fish until, so this we're gonna throw in here. And then this one's got to come up above here because we're doing a double blade, right? Double blade, small jig. What did I do here wrong? No, this one over top and in, and then this I put another blade on. Make sure we put it on the right way. Pardon me. Let me get this. I'll show you. I've shown it before. We've made these before. There's the double. Did I do this right? Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, I did. That's how we want it. Alright. I just might have to pinch those clasps a little tighter to one another, but that's fine. I can do that. Now we're going to go back to a tungsten. You got to throw these, because these are the beads that if you had a small hook or whatever, you throw them through and the head sits there. You know what I mean? For tying, or like tying beads, or jig heads, kind of fly heads, whatever. So go like that, and then I throw. Red bead on top. Now pretty much for the spinner bodies, that's what we got. Small trout spinner, right? Double bladed. And that's the idea. Let me see. Does that look like the way I normally do it? What we're gonna do, we're gonna change this up. I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna throw a clear glass bead on. See how that fits in the tungsten there. And you know, I think as a bait runs through the water runs through, hits everything and runs through, I think even the holes against the, you get what I mean? Like, I thought of a, I don't if that's too long or not. So like as it drags through the water, it's spinning, but also there's drag, the water hits all through, like, you know, the shape, or like how I use these beads. Like I showed you, like that's got the wider diameter, this one has the narrow one, but I think water, as this runs through the water vibrates through, you know what I mean? Like, it's strange as that might sound. All right, let's loop and pliers this up and call this a spinner. We'll get we're gonna tie we'll tie a 3-prong and finish it fully. So of course here, when I finish these off to loop and pliers them, you want to get an idea that your double flanged, your blades are going to be fully extended as you're running it. So that's that. And then I always just give, not like a fingertip, but it's weird. It's kind of just get used to how much more I give it than that. You got to pretty much use looping pliers and then get an idea of how much you lose when you loop it. Use the looping pliers. Let's go with that. It's pretty simple, really. That's it. We straighten that up. Well, let's just cut these off. Where are my small side cutters? There they are. Now these here, I got them because I can get much closer to the, without leaving any sort of a sharp kind of, you know what I mean? Oh, come on. There, get nice and close there. The big ones are tougher to kind of, these little ones I find, I can get right close to them. I can give them a cut and they're, there we go. So there's our body. That's our loop we just made there, tied up tight. You guys see it there? It has room. Everything to spin there nicely, running through the water perfectly. That's that. There's her body. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm sure trout will suck it in like nothing. I'm pretty sure. I think that's a good trout, you know, river, stream, trout spinner. The tungsten weight on it, so it's fairly heavy, right? That's where in flow, I think this is like designed or made. My idea is it's going to work good in hard flow because you have the weight for it. The flow is going to spin that regardless. It's like a shiner. You got the rainbowy colors on there. I think that this is an ideal trout spinner for fast moving water. You know what I mean? You throw it in that fast pool, any pool of fast moving water. Just reel it back. Bounce off whatever rocks and whatever else shoved down into the current. I think the weight, and then from it being tied to your line, it's gonna just, I think that's, now I've tied, this one might, because I don't have the other ones to look at, because I gave them away already without even trying them or using them. I don't know how they're gonna work out, but it's not like I charged anybody anything for them, so they were gifts that the folks that I gave a couple of these to. So anyways, whatever. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for checking it out. What's up, Nimby? Thanks for coming in, dude. How you doing? Good to see you coming in here. We tied a few small, like, bug things here. And then we just tied a spinner here. Again, I've not used this. Like, I've made a few of these and not used them. I've given them away and we got to see if they work when trout opens. Or whatever, we can start fishing the streams and creeks again and for trout. Yeah, same here. Yeah. And here's another one I made, Nimby. It's near old classic Len Thompson 5 of Diamonds. Bought the spoons, bought the parts, put it together. This one, I've tried, this one works well. Not that, I put it to the test and they... Hey, Squirrels Bro, thanks for coming in. Pardon me, brother. Staring at this and I missed you coming in there. Doing alright. How about you? Friday night, 11 o'clock here. You get off, you work tonight, Squirrels, till 9 o'clock? And pardon me, guys, if I've missed any comments or anything. I apologize. I'm not trying to. Alright, so we got that, we got our body made. Let's dig in deep here and see if we can find the 3-prong hooks. Again, I am organized. They are in here. I shouldn't have too hard of a time finding them. I just threw a couple other things in here. Messing me up a little bit. Where are my 3-prong, box of 3-prong hooks? There's some, but not that. We don't want that size. We're going smaller than that. Okay. Sorry. There they are. My bad, my bad. That's what I was looking for. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. All good, honey. Hey, thank you. Oh, my lady was looking for those beads I was talking about. We're gonna reorder them. We don't know where we put them. They'll turn up later on and they'll get used. No big deal. I haven't gotten out neither. I hope to finally get out Sunday. I've been, during the week, I work every day and then it's hard to, the evenings after work in the dark, and for ice fishing it's, you know, the spots I can ice fish that have fish, it's like not optional for me to be able to fish them after work. I mean, there is the Hamilton Bay now that's froze up, but it's winter time. I get the family too. But this Sunday, and then is it next weekend? I have Saturday, Sunday, and the Monday to ice fish. If I get out 4 or 5 times, I'm happy for this year. That's fine. But that's probably all I'll get out, and that's tons. If I get out that many times, it's, like I say, it's more than fine. So I was like, it's kind of like rainbowy, right? Trout fishing, double blade spinner and fast current. So for the tail, for like the dress tail, what are we gonna do? Gonna make it rainbowy, 3 different colored feathers, and that's it. I made one other one that I gave away. That's how I did that. Yeah, you just put, I literally just tied 3 feathers on the back, multicolored, kind of rainbowy. It looked pretty cool, and I think the trout or whatever in those fast moving creeks. I think that's more than good to catch one. Let's see here. This one, and how about a blue? No, not that one. So maybe I'll pick out a different blue feather, but so like just that dressed on the tail of it. Maybe we'll go with a lighter blue. I think just that on that spinner, that's what I did with the other one I made and gave away. I think I gave one other one away as well. Let's see. We went short. The fire tiger colors are green, yellow, and orange. Orange, yellow, and green. Can I make a shrimp fly? Probably, Garden. We could probably think of something like, we could do something like that, I would imagine. I couldn't see why not. We couldn't master that. We put our minds together and did that. I'm sure, pardon me, there's got to be a way we can tie a shrimp fly. You'd think. I mean, all right, here's the idea. We got 3 different colors here, right? We got 3 hooks. I think this is what I did last time. One. Two. Oh yeah, looking good. We go to 3, but is this enough of a feather? Yeah, because it doesn't have to be perfect. Let's think about this. I know it doesn't have to be perfect, but we're gonna have to get a different tip of feather. Not that one, not that one. Yeah, that one's just too fine of a tip. Let's try. It's got a little more girth to it. You have no heat in your apartment, Squirrels brother? Really? Sorry, I just seen that here now. Really, eh? Heat conked out. You're at the hotel. Is it nice? Bit different, or is it a pain? I'm sure you'd rather be at home. Maybe. Guess it depending on what hotel you're in. But bummer, dude. Well, I know how serious heat is needed. I mean, my furnace broke down a couple of times. Not this year, knock on wood. Last year it was about to break down. I replaced a couple parts on it. But yeah, dude, man. If I lost my heat, I'd pretty much be in the same situation. I mean, I got electric and stuff, be okay, but I hear you, heat's super important. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, we have the best westerns here as well. My buddy actually, where he's an angler, he works for the Best Westerns. He can get a deal on them. Really good angler. He's been dedicated to that Best Western for quite a lot of years now too, working for them. Good old Best Western, right on. Hey, you get free breakfast there, Squirrels Pro, Best Western. Because I know some places do the free breakfast too. No, well, not many have them even around here in the city anymore. Like for insurance purposes and stuff, I don't think I can have one. I can have a gas fireplace up until I think after, yeah, and I think that's only I should get one installed in my living room before 2030. So I think after the threat is after 2030, any new furnaces, gas furnaces, aren't going to be allowed to be installed or manufactured or something like that. We'll see about that. That might change, right? Thinking it should change. We'll see. But yeah, when where I'm sitting here, when these places were built, some of them had fireplaces. It was like an option from the builder. But everybody, when I moved in here, there was one person on my street that still had, because all the houses, they're all like, it's like, not like a Melrose place, but it's similar to that. Like, it's like a, but some of them had, but I think when I moved in here, there was still one person that was burning wood, and then they converted it over to natural gas, like put an insert in there. But this place has never had one. I don't have a chimney stack. Yeah, that's super cool. I'm glad to hear that, Squirrels. Glad to hear you have a chimney there as well, Garden. What's your temp, Garden? Like, I know you're... What's your temp? How cold's it gotten on you, bro? Give me 2 seconds, guys, and we'll put a split ring on that. Did I put glue on this? I might have. It's just let that dry up, and there it is. We threw together a spinner pretty quick. We really did, and I think it's kind of rainbowy, and we rainbowy tied the treble. I can't wait to see how these work. The idea is for them to be good in the big flow waters of creeks and rivers. 11 people here, 24 likes. Thanks a lot, guys, for hanging out. Electric fireplace, that's cool. Yeah. I'd say we definitely wouldn't freeze if we lost our heat here. That's good, squirrels. If you rent and there's no heat, that's good to hear that your landlord's obviously paying your stay there, and it's still an inconvenience to you, but I guess you just gotta enjoy it and enjoy the stay at the Best Western. Yeah, I don't know how long you've been there for, but there's probably been a few moments where you've been like, oh, I need this or I need that, because you don't have everything with you that you normally would have at home, right? But I hope it's a decent stay where you're at. Like, I swear some of the Best Westerns give free breakfast here. Maybe that's just weekends. I don't know, or it's all the time. But if you're getting free breakfast on top of that, pretty good. Yeah, I think same with my furnace, Rudy. Mine is an old furnace. It's an Olson. It's a good furnace. It's like a commercial furnace, actually. It's been told by, I service it. I don't service the gas part of it, but like if there's the igniter, it's all plug and play. Anybody can, bit handy, can do that. So I do that now, but the first time I needed to have that done, I hired someone to do it. And they gave me some insight on my furnace. They say apparently my ductwork is too small for the size of the furnace. So I go with a cheaper style filter to give it as much flow as I can. And I make sure nowhere in the house there's registers that are blocked, because then it allows it to, fully flow and breathe, not to have any back pressure. But yeah, I mean, part of me says before 2030 I should replace that, just so there's a fresh brand new furnace. But I mean, I'm a believer that no matter what you buy, a lot more little things can go on there. But I think you can still get your furnace serviced, their plan is. I don't know. They plan on having us stop and to use natural gas, and why do they keep drilling all my fishing spots for more of it? Literally, guys, I can go around and show you guys pipes out of the ground where because natural gas is easy. It's in pockets in the ground all over the place. Back in the day around here, you got a piece of property and you built an old house. A lot of the properties somewhere on that property would be a natural gas well, and it was gravity fed into your stoves and stuff. Like literally, a hole in the ground, tube going in there, gravity feeding gas into your, free, paying nothing for it, right? When I was younger, my parents had some friends that still had that, were grandfathered into that. I thought that was pretty cool. So my thought is if you want to stop using natural gas, pretty much, why you keep tapping it more? Keep tapping more spots in the ground for it. More than ever. I don't get it. Alright, there's our spinner. There it is. Again, it's a bit weighty. That's that tungsten there, right? But it's made for fast flowing creeks and rivers. Oh, really? That sounds pretty neat. Garden? Did you? An Olson boiler? That's cool. Olson, it's always been a good product, right? Nice. You repaired an Olson boiler. That's super cool. Um, and he bought that service guy before I started doing. He said, "Man, that's a bang up Olson, awesome furnace you got there. Thing might last forever. You know, you never know. Keep replacing parts here and there. See, it even sounds better now, right? When was it last year? I did the igniter and what is it? I did 2 parts on it. Anyways, I probably will be due. I should. Again, those parts are are universal. I'll probably always be able to get those 2 parts. And I think if something rots out in your furnace and it's no good, but other than that, really a furnace. I know a lot of newer furnaces getting more repairs than older furnaces. That's for sure, right? Yeah, so Steel City has one of these spinners, guys, pretty much identical to this one. I gave him one. See if he throws it into some areas on the fast moving creeks or somewhere. See how he does with it. I'm sure I throw this into my trout spots and stuff, I'll catch fish. Pretty sure. We'll see. Don't know until you see the action in the water with the weight, but I already know it's for more faster moving pools. That tungsten might be a bit too much, but I could be wrong and it could just be perfect. We'll see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's one part that rots out, that's it, your furnace is done. And it's not replaceable, right? Like, that's when you're buying a new furnace. Now, I can make another one of those. Right now, we gotta try this bait before I make too many of them. We gotta try it. And I can't try it. I can try it for creek chub in certain areas once we... I mean, I'm not going to throw it at trout until April, right? So, until the end of April. So we almost got to try that bait. Even, I need to just cast it and see how it works in the water, and I'll be able to tell. Yeah, so I got carbon monoxide, one up by my fridge in my kitchen and one right here outside the store. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Squirrels, I've missed a lot of... this week especially, I've missed a bit of stuff on YouTube, so I apologize. I'll get over to your channel and get up to date. I know the other day you were live, I was in there. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Well, mine are movable, eh? They're the ones that plug into the socket, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, cool. It's actually right beside your furnace. Yeah, so technically that's where one of mine is. I bought those. They weren't cheap. Why do I think they were $70 a piece, $69.99 a piece or something? They weren't cheap. I remember those weren't cheap. Carbon monoxide tie. There's probably cheaper ones you can get, maybe. Okay, right on, squirrels. Just during the day and I can swing in there, I will. Or even tomorrow night. I'm going to bed real early tomorrow night, but if it's through the day, and I'll get the notification. Saturdays usually I don't miss a lot of notifications or anything. The kids are playing, I'm doing whatever. I can usually tune into my phone a bit. A little bit. Nice, nice, Rudy, good. All right, so we tied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one I tied the other week or whatever. We made a spinner. Pretty good. 5 jigs, and we made one of these spinners. Fully complete. Yeah, I'm overloaded with smoke detectors. Now, I'd imagine there's a lot of 2-in-1 smoke detectors now. There's probably carbon monoxide testers right inside of the... Like these are the ones I have here through the house. You have to replace them, eh? So they're only... Like there's a date on them now when you buy them. Or they want you to replace them whether they're still working or not. Getting great at tying? Oh, I don't know, Garden. I mean, I don't know if I'm getting great at tying or not, brother. I appreciate you saying that. I mean, that's what I like about 10 years. What I like about my tying is it doesn't have to be. It's not. It's it's hobby tying. It's perfect. It's not. It can be as crappy as crap can be. I got nothing to. It's awesome. It's just fun, right? It's. I like it that it's just like it's. Oh, thanks. It's. I don't know. Say I'm not even whip finishing still. I have to do real whip finishing. I have one. We got to do a live where I just throw a hook in here and just whip finish and whip finish. But right on. It's a fun hobby. Oh, really? Steel City? Really? You look at them that they're that nice? No, use them. You gotta use them. You gotta catch fish with them. Small jigs. Yeah, you can. Paul's Way, I'm putting together a kit for. King, I'm putting it, and then I gave my friend. I've given a couple away this past week, knowing that I'm not gonna. I can just, keep making them. But yeah, right now I just gotta make a kit for Paul's Way and King, and for some for myself to use too, because obviously, yeah, it's fun. I like doing the little tinier jigs. You were gonna go out today? It wouldn't have been a bad day. The sun was beating down at midday pretty good. I was out on one of my breaks, and yeah, it was cold out, but man, I put my hand up to that sun and I was like, man, that feels nice and warm. The wind wasn't too bad today. Days before, the rest of the week, the wind was, man, the time I went outside through the day, it's been pretty windy. All right, Rudy, thanks for hanging out, eh? Maybe we'll see you tomorrow night or Sunday. Right on, David. Oh, I see. Huh. You getting frozen pipe calls, Steel City? You starting to get those come in? Not too much. Maybe this next week, or maybe tomorrow morning or whatever. Not too many, eh? Now, after it happens to someone once, do they usually do a coil back up, or there's a way to prevent it, right? Oh, okay. Well, we got 25 likes, guys. My guess is we probably got 150 views, maybe, on the stream. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't kept an eye on the numbers, whether they've been going up or down or anything, but thanks. I appreciate it, Squirrels. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know if that number's been popping up and down I haven't watched it at all, but on the last stream, we weren't even live for an hour before we got kicked out. It was 55 minutes. I think it said 4.8 watch hours, and there was only 136 views. And then the stream before that was 246 views, and we weren't even live for an hour. I'm not saying that's a lot of views or anything. Or we were just over an hour on that one. I don't even know. But that one was 9 watch hours, it said. So my watch hours are at an all-time low. I haven't uploaded any long-form videos. And I haven't been going live, which is totally fine. I gained enough watch hours from after getting monetized for the year to be monetized twice last year. So I'm okay. Like, I don't even know if it ever goes away, as long as you're posting because I've seen other channels that I believe hadn't got as many watch hours, maybe for that, but I don't think you lose it as long as you keep posting. I think. I could be totally wrong. And you think I would have searched that up, and if you don't post for 3 months, you might lose it. I'm not too sure how that works. Tap run slightly, yeah. Okay. Well, that was pretty fun. We should tie another jig, but I think 5 is enough for the night. We gotta think of some other colors. Do I need to buy anything else? Like, I like those purple white jigs. Those colors down in the water. The murky colors, I don't know. I gotta get some different Chanels, like proper Chanels, I think. I do want to tie a bunch of just small bugs where we just have a little bit of like marabou style feathers coming out, a couple of flash boos, and then just some different Chanels. Oh, we gotta plug in my phone. We're losing battery here. How long we've been going now for? 2 hours, just over 2 hours here. What's everybody got going on tomorrow? Myself, I'm looking after my little ones, making breakfast, lunch, and dinner, keeping them busy. When I get my truck, I need a sensor done that's on top of the gas tank. It's fine in that. It's just causing my service engine light to be on. I want to get that done eventually. Plan in place, and then when spring comes or whatever, I want to do a little bit of maintenance on my truck. I'm thinking maybe a tune-up. I'm not going to do it myself. I'm going to obviously just have the shop do it. Not that it's blowing any codes for stuff like that, but I think plugs or something like that might not throw a code right away or whatever until you have an actual like misfires, until you have like, so I don't have nothing like that, but I just think trying to keep maintenance up, and if you do a little bit here and there, it's kind of my thoughts. So if I can get that sensor done and just an initial tune-up, and then maybe I want to get fluids changed in my differentials and stuff, and call that a year and see how my truck does next year with that, and keep up with the oil changes and whatever else. I don't know if you guys seen my short. I got all the salt off it today, but just the last few weeks it's been, I noticed, like, you know, where your door handles fix onto that salt, like, I don't know if it's because of the oil or undercoating that's in, it's like, it was like wrapping around like my door handles, and like, you know, like just, I was like, oh my god, it looked like it was either reacting with the oil spray I have in behind it, or it was, man, I needed to get that off my truck. And then with the sharp cold, I had sensor problems with my tires. I don't know, that's fairly common. $11 people in the house, 25 likes. We must be on a feed of some sort, maybe. Not a big feed, but on something. David, you hanging out there? How's your vehicles doing? Everything okay? Steel City, how's your band been? All right? If you're there, bro. I know if Paul's Way's listening in, hanging out. How's your ride, Paul? Everything all right? Good, good, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, same here. I've had no issues. I mean, again, besides the tire sensors or whatever, nothing. And then that sensor thing on the gas tank, that's nothing new. That's the sensor that I thought was, I thought it was the rubber in behind my gas, not my gas cap, but no, it's not that. It's a sensor on top of the gas tank, apparently. Which there might be a bypass available. Right on, Squirrels. Thanks, bro. There might be a bypass. That's that same sensor, technically, that I did on my Caravan with that bypass. I can probably get that, but I haven't searched it. But I'm like, man, shouldn't there be same sensor, technically different vehicle, but does the same job? I'm wondering if there's a bypass for my truck. With my truck, I'd rather get the sensor done at the top of the tank. But in 2 seasons, is it going to go again? I'm going to have a service engine light on. I've watched a video how they get at it, or how to get at it. They take the center of the wheel well off and go in that way to the gas tank. Or they take apart, you know, all the inside of your wheel well, pull all that apart. And then, I don't know if the shop would do that, but that was like a YouTube video I watched on it. Just a guy like me doing it himself. I if the shop would just drop the tank, probably. Like by code or the code book or by the book, I think is dropping the tank. Not saying every shop's going to do it by the book. If their mechanic says I can go in from the side and do this, so they'd probably do it and just bill me for whatever's in the... Alright, yeah, take it easy, Steel City. I'm going to do the same. It's past my bedtime. It's Friday night. But yeah, like 9, 10 o'clock is my bedtime lately. Have a good night there, Steel City. Now, ATC scored me a fin on this live. But I think also, I didn't miss a super chat. It's telling me, and I saw with ATC's 5, YouTube had already took their 30. I have this set for monetized, and when you come to the stream, sometimes an ad will pop up at the beginning of it, and it looks like I'm at $5.64. So I think it said $4.16 after YouTube took it. So I think we've made like 78 cents, or no, that doesn't work out, or on the ads, I think, which is pretty cool. That's how it has to be, I guess. I didn't miss a $1 super chat, did I? No, I didn't miss no $1 super chat. That's got to be from ads or something. Well, right on, guys. 9 people in the house, 25 likes. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Hope everybody's doing well. If you're having a hard time with the winter, spring is gonna come, or whatnot. Right on, Garden. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you, Garden. Hopefully you're doing well. I know I've missed some of your streams there. I'll do my best not to continue missing them. I haven't purposely missed them or anything like that. It's just been my schedule and family and crashing out really early. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Can do without the snow? Yeah. Well, yeah, -10 I always find feels better than -1 or +1 with all the dampness and the crop. So yeah, once we get that cold, it's a drier cold. Once we get down into the minuses, like even like in the morning going to work, like I leave the house, it's you get those damp -3, -4s. Feels a lot colder than the -15s or whatever. As crazy as that sounds, but I know unexposed fingers and stuff out in the elements is going to get you in 5 minutes and you're not even going to realize it, hands wise and stuff like that. But the initial feeling when you're dressed up for it and stuff and you're just going to your vehicle or whatever, it doesn't feel that cold. -3, -4 feels colder to me. It's the dampness. Alright guys, I'm out. Hope you get out fishing, David, if that's what you want to do. I'm doing Long Point on Sunday. I am kind of fishing solo, but like I'm going to mention the Steel City, where I'm going and stuff. And I mean, you have your own little hut there, David? Because that's what a lot of times we'll do is I'll do, my other buddy too, we'll both take our own huts and like walk out together and stuff and kind of set up in the same kind of areas or whatever, but still be in kind of our own huts. I think that's the plan for Sunday. Anybody's welcome. And I hope to get on them. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna head out of Collins Harbor on Sunday morning. They have that shuttle going there. You know them. You've seen them, eh? I'll only hop on the shuttle if it's clear. If there's a lineup for the shuttle, I walk out, and then by the time I get out there, past where the shuttle drops people off, I get back. I get out there pretty much in the same time. So instead of standing around, you keep moving. You get out there. There's a couple more parking areas there now too, but I'm gonna get minnows from that place, and so it's like a one-stop drop and park and get your minnows and yeah, perch and pike, and you never know what else. There's the odd trout that gets caught, and there's, you might see a mud puppy but yeah, it's perch and pike with the odd surprise catch. I mean, an Atlantic salmon or something was caught there last winter. And usually every winter you'll see a few trout posts because trout pass through there to go to Big Creek. You know what I mean? So you get the odd one that's just swimming past. The odd one gets caught. A walleye too, right? The odd walleye, you never know. I think a few nice walleye were caught last year on the ice, and a lot were caught through the season right in that bay there this summer that passed. So, but yeah, perch, and I'm looking to keep some. I never keep fish, but I'm looking to keep. I would literally keep 30 perch. If I caught 30 keepers on Sunday, I'd keep them. I clean them and I package them up in like, I don't know, 10 fillets, so 5 fish each package, depending on the perch. Sometimes 3 fish each package, and then I freeze them up, stack them up, and I don't keep fish again until they're gone. But I'm due to keep some perch and have a couple perch fries, I think. Whatever, you know my number, David. Send me a message anytime or whatever. I know, like, if Steel City goes, he'll meet me there. Like, that's normal. I would imagine he might come Sunday. We'll see what he has on the go. Yeah, just give me a message, whatever. They open pretty early too over there. I don't know if you've ever checked them out online, the Collins Harbor. I don't think I'm gonna go live tomorrow night because I'm gonna go to bed super early, right? We'll see. I load most of my stuff, so it's like pretty much warm up the truck and go. Pretty much. Only load the electronics. And I think I'm just gonna take my small hut. The big hut, I don't want to take all the time in setting up a massive hut. My little hut's perfect for what I'm gonna do there Sunday. All right, guys, I'm out. You guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate all of yous. Good seeing you, David, Garden, Squirrels, everybody that's here. I know Steel City went to bed. Paul's Way, if you're there, thanks, brother. John C., thank you very much. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon, John. Alan, thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Sunday, guys, I'll go live from that ice fishing as long as I have the signal to. Should be okay. I'm thinking where we're going to go live. That'll be fun if you guys have the time to stop in. Right on. I appreciate yous all. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, for sure, Garden. Likewise, you too, eh? You guys have a good night. We'll maybe see us tomorrow on other channels or at your place, Garden. You never know. We'll see you guys.